Here we have the 30-minute price chart for AMC Entertainment Holdings, stock ticker AMC. Here we can see that the stock is trading under a bit of selling pressure here to start the trading day. This isn't an excessive amount of selling pressure here. I think we're just seeing a bit of sideways consolidation at this point. I think we're trying to sort of recover from the market sell-off that was experienced yesterday. This was a broad-based sell-off. It was not just directed at AMC. We did see a bit of a decline here in prices, but overall, I think we did manage to find support at relatively elevated levels here, and we did not see, anywhere near the type of selling pressure that we did see in some of the other stocks. For example, Nvidia and Tesla saw, and Meta Platforms, for example, saw major declines in share prices. I have posted videos on those stocks if you're interested in checking those out. But overall, the downside activity here was nowhere near as bad as it was in some of those other areas. So not totally surprising here to see some kind of drift lower in share prices, given the fact that there was just a lot of money that was leaving the market yesterday. And this is going to kind of influence AMC as well. People say a rising tide lifts all boats. Well, the reverse is also true. If the tide is lowering, every boat, I guess, is going to be lowered too. So this would have an effect on AMC as well. Overall, though, I was more encouraged than not, due to the fact that the declines here were relatively muted. There were some major support levels that were broken in many of the Mag 7 stocks. But as you can see in this chart, this did not happen for AMC. So currently what we're looking at here is really a support zone that has moved up to the 520 level. This is important for perhaps psychological reasons. We can say that, this $5 zone is still intact. I think that there are many people that are probably become more concerned when we start to see prices move below that level. So currently we are seeing support kind of develop at higher and higher levels. And currently, this 520 mark here is really what is keeping overall this psychological level at $5 protected. In addition to that, we do have this rising blue line here. This is the 200 period exponential moving average. So this is a 30-minute chart. So that would mean every bar on here, every candle in this chart represents a 30-minute trading period. And then this 200 period EMA moving average is really a moving average of the prior 200 candles, prior 200 trading periods. So, this is rising here, and this should be expected to continue working as support at higher and higher levels. So as long as this is moving upward, this is likely to start coming into contact with this 515, 520 zone. And if that happens, we will have an added layer of support here that is likely to kind of contain selling pressure here going forward. Overall, I think that the picture that we need to be looking at here, the question that really needs to be asked at this point is whether or not we have formed a base. As we can see here, there were some significant declines previously, roughly from we're just below $6 per share, we can say. This would be the price high that was posted on June 6th. But as we can see here, most of these gains now have been recovered. We have started to see a fairly significant turnaround here. We were calling a bottom here in this lower area due to the indicator readings. The indicator behavior was suggesting that a bullish divergence was in place, and as you can see, this did wind up playing out exactly as planned. So looking at the chart analysis is really the best way of doing this. Waiting for some kind of news that's going to suggest that a short squeeze is occurring, is much less likely to be accurate. And all you have to do to confirm that is simply look at all of the other YouTube videos, which seem to be claiming that these bizarre signals are going to result in some sort of short squeeze. For example, I mean, I've seen videos recently that are saying that, the decline in Bitcoin is what preceded the prior AMC short squeeze. So somehow this is going to happen again. None of that makes any sense. There's no connection between Bitcoin and AMC. There couldn't be less of a connection. There's absolutely no connection whatsoever. I've seen other things like, there was a nine period moving average crossover above the 20 period moving average crossover. These are extremely weak arguments, extremely weak arguments. What you need to be doing if you're trading this stock is to, do a bit more work here and look at the chart analysis itself and look for evidence that the stock is basing. This is what we really need to see here, because this is the only thing that's going to kind of prevent short selling from occurring at these lower levels. If short sellers have to continue, taking a step backward, and establishing their positions at higher and higher levels, what this really means is that the buyers are winning the game here. This is the type of activity that you need to be watching if you're actually trading this stock. There's not going to be some sort of news or some random ass YouTube video that, points to something, and that's, sort of a crystal ball, magic 8 ball type of guess about what actually is going on here. What we really need to be doing is looking for a base in the stock. And it appears currently that this is where we are. So this is good news, but we have to like do the work to figure out that this is what is actually happening. So, going forward here, there is a bit of a concern here with the indicator reading, because we are seeing a bit of downside momentum here, short term. However, if we look at the longer term picture here, we can see that this overall rally that has developed, we're really looking at the rally from, this would be the June 25th low, coming in at $4.33. And then this near term high, which posted at 573 on July 8th. We can see in the indicator reading here that this price move has been confirmed by the underlying momentum, as shown in the relative strength index. That's this purple line down here. So, overall, like what this is suggesting here is that we are forming a base, and that the most likely scenario here is that at minimum, we're looking for a retest of the June 6th highs at 596. So even though we're seeing a bit of a sideways trading pattern here, I don't see much cause for concern at the moment. The underlying momentum readings remain favorable. This is a bit of a boring end to the week. I mean, I think we would all like to see a bit more than this. But what this does show us is that we're basing at higher and higher levels, and that it's just becoming more and more difficult for short sellers to establish their positions. So this is really the type of environment that you want to see, if you're trading this stock, as opposed to looking for some kind of magical signal that a short squeeze is coming in the next 24 hours or something like that. So here's the current market analysis for AMC Entertainment Holdings Incorporated, stock ticker AMC.